Good morning, guys. Coming to you with Shlog number 19. The pup and I are out for our morning walk. We are in the Dry Creek area today, actually scoping out a zone that I think might be a really cool place to put a new trail. So pretty sure it's on public land, but definitely going to talk to the BLM about this, because this is cool. It's like a cool wash that I think is going to lead up to where we normally ride. And I think it'd be a really cool place to put a trail, just to add some more single track, because more single track is always a good thing. That's why I'm walking it right now and not riding it, because it's definitely not legal right now to ride dirt bikes, but someone has been here marking it. So yeah, I think it's cool. Puppers likes it. Leia, you like this trail? Do you like this trail? Yeah, it's a good dog. She likes it. She thinks it's awesome. We're lucky here. We have a awesome BLM office, and they are super open to new stuff and doing what they can to help us get new trail in if we can, and have races out here. They're actually putting in a brand new parking area so that they can have a race out here soon, which is awesome. Sorry about yesterday. We didn't get that piston in that 350. We're not going to have it in today, but we are going to disassemble it today. Zach's coming back for another day to try out, and I think we're going to finish putting the shock back together. We serviced the shock. I didn't get that video, but we serviced the shock on that thing. I'll put a card right here if you want to watch the full shock rebuild that we did. And then yeah, we're going to take the top end apart, get it all cleaned up and ready for when the gaskets show up for the top end, which should be tomorrow, I think. So yeah, if that sounds interesting, stick with us. Also, you just never know what's going to happen. Maybe another cool speedway bike will stop by or something like that. So thanks, guys, for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff, because it helps us out, which helps me to help you out. We'll see you in just a bit. All right, guys, we are at the shop and we are getting to work, and look what's back on the lift, the TTR. But fortunately, they let me order the right part. So I'm really excited about opening this up and seeing the right thing. At least I hope so. Hopefully I didn't botch it, but I'm pretty sure. Ha-ha! Look at that. It looks like the right thing. Let's just see if it goes on there. Okay, like first, look, it's got the right number of holes for the right number of bolts. Okay, that's nice. It looks like it's the right shape. Look, it's a Christmas miracle. It goes on just like it's supposed to. Please let me order parts for your bike if you bring it down here. Painful. Yeah, so I'm stoked. We're going to get this thing right together. A little TTR running so I can leave and go home. And then Zach is working on the 350. We're taking the top end off. We still don't have the gaskets. They'll be here tomorrow, hopefully. But he's going to get the top end off, clean it up, so I'll show you that. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to make one video about doing a top end on that 350. It'll be a separate from the Shlog, so today's video won't go deep into it, and neither will tomorrow's. But we'll have a separate video just of the top end of that, so you guys can, learn that also. So otherwise, the Shlog would last a really long time. So yeah, gonna get this clutch done and then get after it. So got the clutch cover, getting ready to put it on. Just a real quick thing I wanted to mention is just make sure you clean everything before you put it back on there. Even though the customer didn't bring me the cleanest motorcycle, obviously, and unfortunately it's like freezing cold outside and I can't really wash anything. Everything I touch is gonna go back on super shiny so that they know I did a good job and that I was paying attention. So it's one of those little things. Normally, I'd really like to clean everything, but like I said, it's so cold outside. If I spray this thing with water, it's, you know, it's going to be an ice block. So everything inside the motor is nice and clean. The stuff I'm working on, nice and clean. So going back together, new gasket and everything. Gonna bolt it all back together, pour some oil in it, make sure it starts and runs this thing up. Like I said, we're not in a hurry because we don't have gaskets yet. So let's take a look in here. And that doesn't look bad. Like a little bit of carbon buildup. It's kind of flaking off though. It's not bad at all, really. So now we'll take the cylinder off. And now at this point, it's when you got to start being careful for dirt. We don't want dirt going in. So what we'll do is kind of like get all this stuff out of the way. And maybe before we take this off, take the air gun and blow that, because right now it's okay, because we're gonna have, you know, it's gonna stop here, or if it goes down in that hole, we're gonna have that off, that whole side cover off to replace the cam chain. So it's not a big deal. All right, so what Zach's doing is taking the rocker shafts out, and there's a little trick to it. I'll show you guys. Get the covers out, and if you look in here at those shafts, it's kind of hard to see on this camera because anyway, I can't get that close. They're threaded. So a 5mm bolt. So you run that in, then you whoop, slide it out like that. Sweet. So the 350's on hold. I'll explain that here in just a second, what we found there. Waiting on the gaskets, but also something else interesting came up. So, but here, while we are waiting to talk about that, we have a lovely 450 SXF that we are prepping for a race this weekend, arena crossover in Denver, and Zach is taking care of that for us. So nothing big, just oil, air filter, oil filter, and I'm going to show Zach the cool guy trick for the oil filter. So grab yourself an 8mm thing. So I've showed you guys this before, but Zach, I don't think, has seen it. He rides a 2-stroke because he's a good man. And these things take a little bit of a trick. So go ahead and pop that sucker off of there. So there we go. Oil filter's in there. Take a look in there. You're like, I don't know how to get it out of there. And KTM makes a dumb tool that's like a screwdriver. It's like a screw on the end of a screwdriver. You drive it in there and, yeah, okay, that's fine. Or you can take these snap ring pliers, you put them on the inside, you squeeze, and hey, look at that. And it's funny, some people have like yelled at me, not yelled at me, but like been weird about that on the internet, like, oh, it's got the other tools, you gotta, come on, snap ring pliers, seriously. I mean, I guess if you want to purchase another stupid tool, you can, but everybody should own a set of snap ring pliers, everybody. And so you should be able to do that. Anyway, there you go. Quick tech tip of the day for you guys. And these things are simple. Oh, another thing about these bikes. Again, I know I've mentioned it, but KTM, in my opinion, botched the filter cage situation on this. It normally doesn't have this lovely circle on it, and it's not usually this smooth. Motor-Minded, Chris Vestal at Motor-Minded came up with this awesome fix to the problem. This disc, and then you grind that down, put that on there, and that gives it a nice big surface for the air filter to ride on, so it's not trying to poke through. What's hilarious is the new 85s have that situation already on the air filter cage. KTM obviously knows it's a problem, but they're not fixing it on their big bikes yet. So, right on. Otherwise, we're just changing the oil, doing an air filter, getting this thing ready. So I now am going to show you what is wrong with the 350. All right, so we were taking this head apart, which by the way is nice and shiny and pretty now. Got a little dirt, got to still clean that. But after the ultrasonic cleaner, you see how much nicer, shinier that is than it was before. Still got to clean that, the valve area, whatever. Haven't done that yet. But here's the crazy thing. So this is an exhaust valve, generally not a problem. And as I was taking this exhaust valve out, it was super duper hard to remove. Like really, really hard to remove. And I'm like, that's weird. So I got it out, just pulled on it, whatever. And I looked at it and I noticed, I don't know if you can see that right there. I was like, oh, that's not good. It's weird. This is a well-running, good motorcycle. No complaints other than it's got a lot of hours. He's ready for a top end. So I was like, okay, so that's not good. And it was hard to get out. So then I thought, well, maybe it's bent. So I set up I have a dial gauge, and anyway, check the run out, no run out. Then I looked even closer at it. And you can see right there, there's a little imperfection there. And this thing does not want to go through those guides. So, no dice. Super bummed for him. The upside is we're not in a hurry, and I mean, it's a little more money. Money's always a bit of an object, but unfortunately it's not a huge object, so get new valves for it. It's going to be even more fresh. So we got to clean this up, get the seats cut, and check the guides and all that stuff. We're going to get all that done here real soon, and we'll put it all back together. But it's probably going to be a week or so before you get back. So make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell, because we'll be getting to this pretty soon, and probably be interesting to watch us put this back together. But that was a bummer. Such is the daily slog of life at a motorcycle shop. Doesn't always work out like you're hoping. So just hoping to get it back together tomorrow. That's not happening. So I'm going to go ahead and clean it. Zach's doing his thing over there, and then we got a little mini bike to service today. Then we'll probably be done for the day. So yeah, having a good one. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments below how you're doing. And if you're riding right now, it's snowy for us, and my hip is still not quite yet ready. So yeah, I'm going to do some cleaning. Okay, so a bunch of you guys are asking me about the ultrasonic cleaner, because I do post a lot about it, and I think it's the most awesome thing that I own. And one of the recent questions was, when do you change the fluid in it? Now. See that? You can't even... My finger go... That's real dirty. That's after cleaning a cylinder and a head, though. So that's 2 jobs. That's not a lot of jobs, but it's a lot of dirt. So we're going to clean that thing. I'll show you kind of how we do that. It's not real exciting, but... Let me come over here to the sink. There we go. Then, like always, I get the water nice and hot, so that when it's in the cleaner, it's already hot. I don't have to wait for it to heat up in case I need to clean anything else today. I just come in here, do like that, fill it up, and still trying to get rid of some of this green stuff, although we have Fabulosa on the way. Go like that till it's nice and green. We're good to go. So on these, for me, like what works the best, guys showed me this forever ago. To find a starting point, tighten it. This one's tight. And you go 1, 2, and the third one. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Tighten. 1, 2, 3. That one's a little bit looser. And they have torque wrenches for these things. It is so not necessary. I mean, I don't know, whatever. If you want to buy a torque wrench for your stuff, that's fine. But it's unnecessary. But you go every third one, and on a 36-hole rim, which all KTMs are, honestly, most bikes except for Hondas, are 36 holes, it will bring you around back to the same one. Then I just go forward, and then every third one, so there you go. So that front one's done. If you want to do the back one. What I do is come in here, especially on the KTM, it's easy because they're close. But take this guy, push it through that, put the nut just on the back side of it. So put a nut on it just to hold it, and then you're going to come up and tuck that up in there, shove it, and go around that, and then we'll start on either side of the rim lock and work around. Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another day. That was a good day. Got some new stuff in, pretty stoked actually. Check out what we got in today that we're gonna get to work on. I'm really excited about that. So first of all, you guys have seen this. Very excited about putting the top end and everything in that. That's gonna be awesome. DR650, a great dual sport bike, gonna be working on that. Then we got matching brand new 2020 YZs. That's a 250FX. That's just a YZ 450F. We're going to be working on those here really soon. Nothing big, obviously they're brand spanking new. We're going to be lowering the 250FX and then just kind of dressing up the 450F. So that's going to be awesome. Then sadly we got to work on that. We won't talk about that. And the thing behind me, we won't talk about that. Although, okay. The one cool thing about that ATV, it's a two-stroke, so that's awesome. Yeah, and we got, oh, there's our 300 that we're waiting to, finally the cylinder's on its way back. I thought it was on its way back earlier, it wasn't. Now it is, so that's awesome. That should be back any day now, so we'll be putting a crank in that, so make sure you guys are tuning in. If you want to learn how to put a crank into a KTM 300, I'm going to be showing you that here real soon. Thanks guys for joining us for another daily Shlog. I'm loving doing these. I hope you guys are enjoying them. Again, let me know if you're liking what we're doing. Also, let me know what I can do better. And give me some ideas of what you want me to do. I've had some great emails coming in. I got a whole bunch of awesome stuff coming up. Really excited about what we're going to do. And again, patrons, thank you so much. I got new shirts on their way for everybody who becomes a patron on our Patreon page. I'm excited about that. Those are on the way for the guys that are already joined in. Very excited. And yeah, stoked to be doing this, guys. Thanks for all the love and support. You guys have been awesome. As you can tell, I love dirt bikes and I love sharing my love of dirt bikes. So get out, spread the gospel of two wheels, and please, I'm not joking, I'm seriously not joking anymore, find some time to ride your dirt bikes!